Hey guys, I read an article called Implementing Humor Instruction into English Language Teaching. In this article, the authors explain why to teach humor. For one, it makes learning more memorable. It also gives an increased intercultural communicative competence and relieves anxiety about how to engage with humor in the target language. Additionally, it develops critical thinking. Trying to figure out how to interpret, understand, and respond to humor involves a lot of high-level thinking skills. And also, and this part I found most relevant and important, is that it strengthens digital and media literacy skills. So this is an important 21st century skill that I often focus on with my students. And I think that humor is an awesome gateway into media literacy in general. So for how to teach humor, he gives us a framework for how to do it, because a lot of times we just bring something funny to our students and don't take the proper steps in scaffolding. So he gives a lot of really practical suggestions on how to scaffold concepts of humor. He also suggests that we focus on connecting whatever humor we're using to other learning goals. And also be really careful when we select materials that are at the right level and relevant for our students. The three types of humor that he focuses on are verbal irony, memes, and satirical news. He gives lots of compelling rationale about why we should be teaching these things to our students, and a lot of practical tips on how to do the scaffolding, ideas for where else to connect it in the general learning, in generally learning English, and even gives some suggested materials that we could use. I found this really relevant to my teaching approach because I work with international students. So I do think it is important to equip them with the ability to understand international styles of humor. I also think it's important that we're always providing our students with tools for understanding the world. And a lot of this conversation about humor styles is actually about digital communities and social media communities. So I think it's a really cool conversation to have with our students. I teach mostly middle school and high school, and they're developing different parts of their character and identity. And I think understanding humor and developing their own sense of humor is really cool and really important. I'm also looking for more ways to make writing and discussion more meaningful and memorable for my students. And I think that humor, teaching humor specifically, is a really good way to do that. So I'd suggest reading this article. There's a lot of really cool practical tips if you want to teach humor in your class. Thank you.